All right, greetings, friends. Jawless Paul here. They have released another patch for the blood price update. So I thought I'd go over these real quick. They shouldn't take too long. Thanks so much for the enthusiastic response to this week's blood price update. Following technical hot fixes, this patch contains additional fixes and balance changes. Expect another patch this coming week, and we will begin the final stretch of development before the V1.0 launch later this year. Engine and tech, we hotfixed several crashes, performance issues. If you experience any issues with graphics or performance, please check Hades tech fixes for possible solutions. Okay, so these I read over these just real quick, and this is pretty crazy. Adamant rail, reduced scatter, so a little buff to the base adamant rail. Heart-seeking bow, the Hera aspect, hold cast to quickly load up. You don't need to like mash the cast button to load it up into the Hera aspect. Shield of Chaos. The throw special now bounces once and slightly increased attack speed and reduced damage penalty. And you can now hold cast to quickly load up. So that's a pretty big buff to the Beowulf aspect, in my opinion. That is a pretty big buff. I'm really excited to try this now. Like try some cast builds. Because honestly, special builds. Special was honestly, it felt really slow and like it just didn't do anything. It was terrible. So anyway, I'm excited to try that out. Maybe try out a special build. Okay. Boons and Blessings. Strong drink no longer offered if you have not unlocked the Tartarus Fountain Chamber. So yeah, basically strong drink is when it's like fountain rooms. Fountain rooms give bonus damage, I believe. So that's no longer offered if you haven't unlocked the Tartarus Fountain Chamber from the infernal. What is that? The commissions desk or whatever. So the place where you spend your gems and whatnot. So anyway, quick reload, increased power level, significantly improved scaling from palms, and quick recovery, slightly increased power level. So basically, quick. Basically makes the Hermes cast boons better. Daedalus hammer upgrade. Snap Nova now also increases the base damage of the Nova special. This is great. I'm glad that they're doing this. Snap Nova seemed pretty worthless to me because I pretty much always used dash with my Nova, and so Snap Nova seemed like having an additional dash seemed to be kind of pointless. So extra damage is great. Perfect shot also makes power shots easier to execute. Timing is more lenient. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. This makes this usable with Rama bow, I would imagine. Rama bow is really slow, so you have to hold it for a long time to get power shots, but making them easier to execute with this boon is great. Dashing flight no longer offered if you have charged flight and vice versa. Okay. I don't know if I've seen dashing flight. Or maybe I have. Maybe I'm guessing that's like one of them shows the one of them is where you throw the shield and instead of the dash it like sends out a projectile, and then so it doesn't work with other things. It makes sense. I'm guessing. Explosive upper, increased damage. Concentrated fire, increased damage. Wow, okay. Hazard bomb removed the inability to aim your bombard special. Just be sure to get out of the way. Cool. So it doesn't just fire it into the air anymore. You can actually aim it. That's a pretty big deal. Foes. The Exalted fixed an issue causing the Bright Sword, Strongbow, and Great Shield to deal somewhat more damage than intended. Their damage is restored to what it was before the blood price update. Cool. I wasn't keeping track of the numbers, but it sure did seem like Elysium was a lot tougher because of these guys, and maybe I guess not the spear guys. Spear guys didn't have bonus damage. Improved collision in the Great Hall. Oh, and Doomstone has slightly reduced armor. I didn't have too much trouble with Doomstone, I guess, but some of the other mini bosses I did. Collision in the Great Hall and lounge intersections. Okay. Art and FX, music and FX, voice and narrative. The Bone Hydra's neck pieces are closer together when you enter its chamber. Okay. Neck pieces are closer together when you enter its chamber. Is that just like a visual thing, or is that like the extra heads? I'm not sure what they're talking about there. Text size being larger than intended. Talking to shades in the House of Hades. Minor text changes. Okay. Bug fixes, crashes, and performance issues. Fixed requirements for filling War God's Bloodlust. Fixed incorrect icon for greater concentration. Fixed a small visual issue of the ringer. Phase in animation. Looping sound, sometimes persisting. Okay. I feel like I've experienced this. Maybe that like weird sound. I don't know. Camera issue when encountering the final boss. We never saw this. Fixed Zagreus becoming stuck in firing animation with the spear throw special. Fixed Zagreus sometimes turning backward, entering Electo's chamber. There is no escape. So, yeah, cool. I mean, I just these changes alone to the Haribo and the Beowulf aspect makes it a lot better. Someone did mention that the Beowulf aspect, that you still, when you're charging up the shield charge, you still can use, or you still block, but you have to aim a different direction so that the shield is actually in the way. I haven't tested this, but I want to give it a try to see if it actually does block. If it no longer blocks in the exact direction that you're charging. He kind of holds the shield to the side while he's charging, and it'll block from that direction. We'll have to give it a try. It seems like cast got a little bit of love, and as well as the cast loading mechanic. So that's cool. And the rail seemed to get just some love all across the board, with concentrated fire, hazard fire, and reduced scatter. I'm excited to try these new things. What do you guys think of this little mini patch? I'm excited about it. I'm excited about everything that these guys do, to be honest. It's great. But anyway, friends, I hope you enjoyed this little video talking about the patch notes. It's maybe my fastest Hades video yet. Anyway, we'll talk to you in the next one. Catch you later.